Okay, we're back. We're back again. We're back for the fourth and final installment of the various videos I took on my trip. That's not a snappy title, but it's the truth. So far we've gone over the different fruit I ate on the trip. Then we went to a tour of a hotel that we stayed in. And then I compiled kind of just a supercut of all the different plants that I saw whilst I was there that I was able to identify. And finally, we are going to look at a tour of a different hotel that I stayed in. So let's actually just roll the clip. Okay. So we're going to start this tour with, I think, something different back here, down here. These are mostly in shade, so I guess that's why they're not growing super big. I think I recognize this, but right now it's escaping me what it's called. It kind of has the same color as a Song of India, but I don't think that's what it is. I think this is closely related to this, but again I forgot what this is called. This is an alocasia. My knowledge on alocasias is pretty weak. I cannot tell you what kind of alocasia this is, but for scale, this is my hand. I have a normal sized hand for a person of my age, I think, in height. One thing that struck me, and has continued to strike me so far in my time here, is how many ferns there are and how they really do grow on the side of trees / in the crevices of trees. Like, again, hand for scale. That's crazy. To me anyway. There are some, I'll point out more as we go, and if you can hear that, that's the beads in my hair. Again, these alocasias are huge. I'll try and get a picture of me, or something of me standing next to them for scale. Here we have a devil's ivy, Apiprenum aureum, I think, golden pothos. When I first saw these out in the wild in Brazil, I didn't believe it was the same plant that people just have, chilling in the corner of their room, because again, for scale, that's my hand. But you can tell by the variegation, the pattern, the color, it is the same plant. So you know that your plants could grow this big. If I can find a smaller leaf, yeah, that's a smaller leaf, you might recognize that. That would be a big leaf if you kept it at home without it on a trellis or anything. I believe this is a philodendron. I'm not actually sure, but you can see it going all the way up to the top. These like dark underside leaves all the way up to the top, and then you've got the golden pothos leaves as well. Again, I'm not sure what kind of philodendron that is, but it's either, I want to say it's either a Rojo Congo or a the other one's escaping me. But this is, again, also, I think some kind of, I think this might be a homolamina. It might just be, because I think I've seen this on a video and I was like curious about it because it looks similar to a philodendron, but it's not. Over there we have Diffenbachia. Again, these are, I think, some of the most noticeable increases in size when you have them outside in a tropical country. And they stand so tall, and you can kind of see, let me see if I can zoom in, you can sort of see, if I crouch down, how long the stem has gotten. That's very blurry, hold on, bear with, yeah. Look how long the stem's gotten from the ground all the way up to the lowest leaves, which, at least for me, in London, has never happened. If you know, you know my struggles with my dumb cane. Again, we have more ferns. I do not know the name of these ferns. I think my mind wants to say tree fern, but that feels vague. So hopefully I will figure that out and insert something. That's another golden pothos. I've seen these before, don't know what they're called, but I have seen them. Now that, if the light will permit, is a kind of cactus, I believe. Don't know the name, so I can't really compare. But it's got some aerial roots going on, which is quite fun. And then over here, look at this alocasia. Okay, I'm gonna see how I can balance myself and the camera so you can again get some perspective on how big this alocasia is. Terribly backlit, right? I'm hopefully I can in post I can flip the camera. Hopefully. Okay. I need to focus over there. Are you seeing this? Look at my head. It's the size of my torso. It's the size of my torso. I don't know if you're seeing this. I really don't know if you're seeing this. Where else can I pop this? It's the width of the leaf is like the length of my head. And honestly, the whole leaf is probably the size of my torso. I'm 6 foot for context. So that should give you an idea of just how big we're talking. Up there we've got some coconuts growing. They seem to be different types or levels of maturity. There's some that are kind of yellow, orange, others that are green. And there's loads of bird of paradises. They look kind of different when they're grown so big. The actual growth structure looks different, but of course you get the flower, which is where it gets its name. Some of them I've seen have been really geometric, very symmetrical. Others have been kind of growing however they want to. But again, it's just so weird seeing them so big. There's also some staghorn ferns. I think that's what these are. My knowledge in this area is very weak, but I don't think I've ever seen one like actually this up close. But you can see the leaves grow from this tiny hole here. You get all of this foliage. I think you can tell how old it is by the number of layers of like the brown dead. I think those are dead leaves, could be wrong. I'm not sure what this is, but this is all along the bottom of a lot of these vegetation patches. And then I think this might be papyrus. I could be wrong. Or some kind of palm. It does actually look, when it's the new one's coming out, it does look more like a palm. I think this might be a croton, but just like a specific color of it. But there are some others, if I can find some, that have multiple colors as well. Okay, this is a fern that's lower down, so you can see it into it a bit more. But again, for scale, like that's my hand. I can't remember what this is called, but I do recognize it. And look, this you might actually recognize it now. This is a golden pothos, Epipremium aureum, and this is what it looks like probably in your house. And to think that that grows from here to something like this, where this is probably a small leaf on the ones that are growing on trees. We've got some sort of like nursery situation going on here, I guess. And then that will grow like so. over here. So here are some of the tiny leaves like this, and it will grow all the way up like that, up, and right at the top there, that is the same plant, and the leaves just go bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, this is definitely a croton in a different colour, more green and yellow. Okay, look, so in this fern you can sort of see the fronds coming out. I think they're called fronds anyway. The beginnings of new leaves. I don't know what this is, especially with the like bright white veination in the middle. I do not recognize that, but it looks structurally like a dung cane, different back here. But I don't recognize the cultivar or species rather, if that is a particular one. This is definitely a different back here, though I don't recognize it. Also, I hope you can hear me. I don't have a mic yet, for all those who want me to get one. Sponsor me, I'm kidding. But I just haven't got one, so I'm just hoping you can hear me. I've seen this around as well. I don't know what it is, but I do recognize it. Is it a calathea of some kind? I've seen like the pink stripes there. I'll see if I can find a one I can get closer to. But I do not know the ID. This is, I've seen this around before as well. Right now on the spot, cannot tell you what this is, but I do recognize it. Is it an anthurium? I think it's an anthurium of some kind. But I'm very not well versed in anthuriums, so I cannot ID that for you on the spot. Another different bachia of some kind. Oh, some bromeliads. Again, I'm not well versed in bromeliads, so I can't tell you what kind. But you can see this one's growing an offshoot here.
Hello.
Hello. Ooh, this is a philodendron or thaumatophyllum, I think actually it's been reclassified into, of some kind, which I'll show you a better one of, or a bigger one of, somewhere else. But I can't tell right now which kind. It might be a ooh, hey, thaumatophyllum something. I'll look that up. It might be a Xanadu, philodendron Xanadu, or thaumatophyllum no, give it up, Benga, give it up, next time. This is a calathea that much I know. No, Maranta? One of the prayer plants anyway. This is really cool to see out and about, because also it's so healthy and not being damaged by tap water, which is the struggle that everyone has when they have these at home. They're notoriously fussy about the kind of water they get. So clearly whoever's raising them here are treating them well. This is a croton, which is doing really well. Nice dark foliage. And then, I noticed that's out of the corner of my eye just now, this is a syngonium. And you can see it's doing well because it's got a quintuple lobe. I made up the terminology just right now. But point is, it's got 5 lobes on it, whereas typically at home it will. So it starts off like this, arrowhead shape, and then it will move to more like this, where the top two lobes get more pronounced. And then if I can find one here, it will get like a trilobe, so it splits into 3 individual lobes, and then those lobes develop 2 more lobes, like you can kind of see here, and it will get into this 5-lobe shape. I don't know if it goes any bigger than that. It seems to always be odd number of lobes, but I'm just looking at it now. It's taken over this entire tree all the way to the top. I think this is all just covered in one syngonium, not necessarily one, but one species. At the top, I think that is 7. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. If you can count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think that is 7. So it really do just keep splitting. That's crazy. I think this is like, is this a H.E.R? I definitely know nothing about H.E.R, so someone in the comments is going to tell me I'm wrong, but it looks kind of H.E.R-ish to me, to the untrained eye. This is that philodendron I was pointing out before. Do you not know what it's called? I saw this before as well. This is a, and there's another one there. This is a, come on. This is a, next time, it's okay. Seen this before as well. Don't know what this is, but the blooms are very, look at that. So tidy. I'm not sure what that is, but I like the bloom. Wow, look at that baby staghorn fan. I'm probably getting that wrong, but it's so small. Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted to come back to. So I think this is what I thought it was, but I think it's a philodendron Xanadu, just based on the size, because I'm looking at the stalk, and because on the stalk you can see kind of roughly how many leaves it's had, and it's still this size. And I mean, it is in the shade, so maybe that's why as well. But typically, the other one that I can't remember the full name of right now, it seems like those leaves get much bigger, much quicker, and this one is not that big, so I think it is actually Xanadu. I'm sure you follow the logic, but it might be based on false premises. So do not take my word for gospel. I do not know what this is, but it looks cool. Look at that emerging leaf that's kind of got this brown hue to it. I definitely recognize this by leaf shape and the growth structure. However, in this moment right here, right now, could not tell you. Okay, this is a Song of India. I actually have no idea. What is it growing from the? Wait, what? What's going on? Oh, wow. Okay, so let me show you. This is Song of India. This right here. Now, I was wondering because I could see that the stalks go into a fern, and I was like, surely they didn't grow this inside a fern. But I think actually the fern grew around the base of the, well, not the base, it grew around the trunk of the tree. So you can see down here, this is the trunk of the Song of India, and then the fern grew in it, but the ferns grow such a big nest that it kind of took over, and it looked almost like the tree was growing out of the fern. So because I was just, living in the moment so much, I absolutely forgot to record an outro for this video whilst I was there, so here it is now. This is the outro. I don't really have anything particular to say, but I enjoyed making this. Something about looking back on old footage is just naturally more enjoyable than editing footage that you just recorded like a week ago. So it was just, yeah, more fun than usual. And I think also because obviously I was away, I was on holiday enjoying myself, looking back on it a couple months later makes me feel like I'm on holiday again. So I too am living vicariously, if you think about it. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think I have anything else to say. If anyone was wondering what music was on my mind right now, I would say Intimidated by Kaytranada featuring H.E.R. I heard that at All Points East last week, and it was just, it was a moment. So I would say that would be my song of the day, of the video. I have nothing more to say other than you should subscribe if you care about me. No, I'm kidding, I'm not going to guilt you. But if you're interested in seeing more of me, please do subscribe. If you like this video or any of the rest of the series, please like this and those videos. Then I will know what the vibes are, because it's very one-way communication right now. I need you to talk back to me, please. Thank you. And what's the third thing they always say? Comment. It's fine. Well, hopefully you commented anyway, because now it's the end of the video. Okay, I have nothing else to say, so I'll see you soon. Goodbye.